So we know Phil Dimmel's the kind of backup guitarist, bassist guy, and then Howard Jones actually came out on Josh's show and said he was Randy's fill-in, but for first leg, but he didn't know he was supposed to be second leg or something like that. Do you have a guy like waiting in the wings?
You know what's funny is I've asked a few friends. I've asked John Rice, former Job for a Cowboy. I think he's doing Uncle Acid. Great drummer. He's filled in for me.
I was about to say Behemoth. There's that Behemoth video of him out there that's just insane.
Correct. Amazing drummer. It's kind of weird because it's like you have to like. I've asked Luke Holland. I mean, I have some guys in the wings. Most of which everybody just seems to be busy, and which is fine. It's great. I'm very lucky that I have not gotten sick to the point of being able to not perform, but it's wise to constantly have somebody like that. And that's why Randy, has a couple people, and Mark does, and Willie does, and I do. And somebody that can really universally just kind of rotate within all of us, because I think we're in a time now where you need to there's no excuse now. You just play the show, man. You want to give the fans a show, let alone just canceling because somebody can't make it. I think they would be more stoked on maybe somebody not being there, but being able to see all the bands play and open up for you, and then you play the same tunes and have a good time, other than like, oh, the show is canceled, or oh, we're not playing. So I have a couple people in mind like that all the time. Everybody's schedule is just so thankfully busy, because for a while nobody was working at all, so everybody was available. But now it's like everybody's out there with bands and side projects and this and that, trying to make things happen for themselves. So I have a couple people like that, that I've asked, and they're usually just kind of keeping me posted on their schedule. And it's good to have two or three, especially with drummers. Not saying Lamb of God is really a really hard, very unique type of drumming between myself and older stuff that Chris was playing. It's a very, you have to be really tight. You got to be really on it, and it's not the easiest, but to get some players that are confident enough to be able to do it, that already is a fresh, a refreshing feeling. Like, oh yeah, So I have some people rehearsing songs occasionally when they have time. So it's always good to like have that until the shit hits the fan. But hopefully that doesn't happen. So I'm taking care of myself. I'm healthy. I'm doing good. So.
Well, I would never wish this, but I would love to see a Howard Jones Lamb of God show. Like
wild, right?
That would be nuts.
Wild. I think a lot of these singers out there, I might be speaking, I'm speaking as a fan as well. Right. Randy Blythe is the one. He's the greatest frontman in heavy metal history, in my opinion. Not just on a vocal level; it's more of a performer. You know what I'm saying? Metal bands need a performer, somebody like that can really take it and lead you through this this adventure. This you know what I'm saying? So I think between Randy and like people like Jamie Josta, obviously Phil Anselmo, like these are elite frontmen in my opinion. That's just in my generation too. I mean, you can go very back even more and start going deep into like the older stuff in the classic metal days and stuff like that. But I don't feel like there was a lot more performers happening now. I think with from the hardcore scene and that new wave of American metal that came through. It's just like your front man was kind of everything. So it's I'm to see them. To see that happen one day, I mean, who knows? Hopefully, like you said, we don't wish that, but it would be interesting if Howard Jones did it one day, But yeah.